Yeah, so without the port we don't have access to the wind farm. It's as simple as that. The ports are basically that starting point of all of our journeys offshore, whether that be for construction or operations maintenance.
Welcome to Beyond Energy, an Ocean Winds original series. An in-depth look at how offshore wind projects become reality and why their impact extends far beyond the offshore wind farms. Beyond Energy explores the full journey, the decisions made, the challenges overcome, and the people and places shaping each step. This is Beyond Energy.
Ports are important for offshore wind because we are, a lot of people use the word gateway, but we are the gateway to the offshore wind farm at all stages of its life, whether it's during construction or during O&M. So we provide access to the sea.
Offshore wind projects don't rely on a single harbor. During construction, we need deep water ports with reinforced quays and heavy cranes to handle monopiles, towers, and substations. Once the turbines are installed, the focus shifts to operations and maintenance bases, where crew transfer vessels and service operations vessels carry technicians to the wind farm every day.
Here we are in Fraserburgh, where we operate both service operations vessels, which stay out in the field, and then we have the smaller crew transfer vessels, which are basically going out to the wind farm every day, back and forward. Most importantly, the O&M base is like where our people are, that make sure the guys that go to work day to day are doing that safely, and that work is planned, that work is executed, and they're in constant dialogue with the offshore wind farms. So the O&M base is like the kind of like the beating heart, shall we say, of the offshore wind operations. The guys are dealing with obviously extreme weather from time to time as well, so safety is paramount. As well as our own people, we want to make sure that we're working with everyone else in a safe environment. We obviously want to maximise the availability of our assets out on the wind farm. So a key element of that is making sure that the vessels are going out, the conditions are safe, and that our marine coordination team is effectively monitoring that day to day. They are the eyes and ears of all the vessels that are out in our wind farm, everything coming in and out of the ports, all the transits, all the weather that's going on in the port or offshore at the wind farm. They're monitoring everything.
So Fraserburgh has always been traditionally known as a fishing port. The majority of our seafood that is landed is shellfish, but now we are also known as an experienced offshore wind port because we are the base for Moray East Offshore Wind Farm O&M. Ports are critical because they're allowing our community to access the jobs and benefits of offshore wind, but they're allowing the developers to go and build their wind farms and to maintain them. And construction is just the start. O&M is the life of the wind farm, and so you need smaller ports like Fraserburgh that allow you to do that work on a day-to-day, weekly basis, fortnightly basis, and you can use local people to do the work. It's accessible. We have skilled people in the harbour and we have skilled trades around the harbour. So we focus on that, and that's how we support offshore wind.
We had to upgrade infrastructure within the port, we had to build a new office facility, and then obviously we had to bring that all together in advance of the wind farm going live so that we could make sure that we were ready for operations.
Spent a lot of time and effort trying to understand the industry and what was going to come and what our potential customers would need from us, and really try to get to what is it that we would need to do to welcome offshore wind. Fraserburgh has shore power throughout the harbour, and that was one of the improvements that we made to make the harbour better for the fishermen in certain areas so that we could also welcome Moray East. And we also worked with Ocean Winds on installing their own pontoons for their crew transfer vessels.
It's absolutely critical that we have a good relationship with the port as a developer. You know, it's fundamental to what we do, and it makes what we do successful as well.
I would love it if Fraserburgh was an exemplar for other smaller ports and communities like Fraserburgh around the world. I would love it if they could come and see what we've achieved and what we still work to do. And if there are communities that are wondering about whether they should pursue offshore wind or whether they should find a way to try and attract it, I would say you absolutely should try and do that, because it will add to your community. And it's created long-term value for our community because it brings long-term jobs that are sustainable and that young people are interested in.
In most cases, all of our operations jobs are for local people in that local area, and we benefit from that internationally as well. What makes me personally proud is the fact that we're doing this in Scotland. I mean, I've worked quite internationally, so for me that local content and what we're able to do locally and bring, you know, high quality skilled jobs, that's probably what's made me most proud. I'm saying this about my local team, but I'm 100% certain every international project within Ocean Winds feels so proud about all the local teams that they work with and the people that they work with day to day.